Hey guys, Nick here. I'm going to be giving you guys an overview of my personal Honda Rancher ES that I own, and I've owned this for a while now. And just some stats on these and show you guys what to expect out of a 20-year-old Honda. So yeah, just some stats on my machine here. It is a 2000 Honda Rancher ES in orange, and as I like to call it, and my friends we joke about, is KTM orange. As KTM's are, their color is orange versus Honda is Honda red. This one's orange, and so ES gives you the push button shift, and I am definitely Honda loyal. I'll say that to you guys right off the bat, but I will definitely tell you my negatives of this machine. And I'm not going to be dissing other ATVs, and I'm not going to be comparing it to other ones right now. I'm just showing you what this one is about. So start off from the factory, or well, not from the factory, I should say. Accessories, the winch, which was put on back in 2000. The light bar with the rear light pod. I just put that on a couple months ago. I'm the third owner of this machine. It was used pretty much its entire life for plowing and pushing, and it always sat basically in the summer, and he didn't really wash it. And so in return, you can assume salt got to it, as I'm northern up here in New York. So it does got some rust to it on the machine, and that's just because the original owner didn't really take the best care of it with cleaning it and getting rid of all the salt. But yeah, it's always been used for plowing. Then the guy owned it for about a year or two, I believe 2 years, and he traded it in. That's the same thing that the first guy did, and then it went through the dealership, and yeah, so the second owner had it for 2 years, came back into the shop. I ended up getting it as I work at a Honda dealership, hence why there's other Honda videos on the channel. But yeah, I ended up getting it. I did some work to it, so I'll get to that in a minute. So some things that aren't original, like I said, the winch was put on basically when I was brand new, and the light bar, I did that myself a couple months ago. I'll show that to you guys. So I just have a rear pod here. I bought the whole, or a friend bought it for me off Amazon. I got it for right around 40 bucks, I believe. You can see the wires go above the exhaust. Right here you have your latch, put up your sheet. It's easier with two hands. The green wire is for the rear pod. This black wire here and the other black wire here is for the light bar. The red and the black wire here is for the winch, airbox, battery, fuses. There's like 3 terminals here because of the light bar and the winch. I have a lot of current going on with this machine. Of course, you got your fuel shut off, fuel reserve there, your live fuel read right there. Got your 12-volt outlet. Little crusty in there, but it works. It's got your headlights, the winch, which is up there. Actually, it's better from the side fender. You can see the winch. This is just like a bunch of wires from the winch wires there a little bit, and the light bar, and so it's a lot messier than it normally would be. But yeah, things that this machine's basically always just had oil changes done to it and stuff like that for service. I did the diff fluids when I got it. I've had this machine for 11 months now, and I definitely ran it pretty hard, put it through its paces. I've plowed with it. It's really been a flawless machine for me. The only thing that did happen to me is there was a battery draw problem, hence why the person before me wanted to get rid of it, and that was because of that right there, which I had to replace. Because what would happen is the battery would go down and the current wasn't really going back into the machine, and so that regulates the current coming back out of the motor into the battery. Some of you can tell me what the part's called, I forget. But yeah, it needed that, and then after that it's basically been great. That was the only serious electronical thing. Some things I will say electronically, with these machines as they get older, the ES is definitely going to be more prone to electronical problems than a foot shift. But nice thing about this machine is if you had the foot shift, this was all open versus the ES here. This is fully covered in here. If you look at pictures of a normal foot shift Rancher from this time, of course you got your shifters here. Over time they do end up tending to wear out. For example, my kill switch here, it's kind of broken, so if I switch it off and I try to switch it back into the run position, it's definitely finicky. So when I turn it off, I just have to turn the key off. Now I could replace this unit if I wanted to, but then I have to rewire all the way down to the solenoid or wherever it connects, and I don't frankly feel like spending the money, as it works perfectly fine otherwise. 350cc, of course it's carbureted, 5-speed transmission. Just some stats for it. But yeah, this machine has 1,600 miles. Not a crazy amount of miles, or yeah, 1583 right there on the odometer. I got 380 hours on her. She definitely has her wear and tear, different places. She's missing the back Honda and the 4x4 that would go on the back of these. I have a 2-inch ball receiver there. The muffler has a little pop to it. It's kind of rusted inside a little bit, but that's honestly normal with time. But you can kind of see some of the rust down in there a little bit. It's more on top surface rust than anything. But yeah, I mean, the machine's flawless. This thing plows just as well as if you spent $6 grand right now on a brand new one. But yeah, it's been a great machine for me, and I haven't ever made a video on this on my channel. I had like one video last like winter I made of me in the snow with it, so I'm hoping to make some more content with this ATV, and of course more Honda reviews. But yeah, that basically goes over my machine. In future videos I'll have actual like running content, and I've jumped it a couple times, and I've definitely done some crazy stuff with it, and nothing major is broken. I mean, I've launched it a couple feet in the air pretty good, and you know, all the suspension's working, it's all right there. But yeah, I am missing a side cover there, over the backup pull start. I could buy that cover, I just haven't. When I bought it, I put a seat on it because the old seat was kind of crazy. I put new side fenders on it because the other person who owned it originally painted them and they were all just crappy looking, so I replaced those. But yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, I've done like 30 circles around this machine. But future videos will definitely have more running content, and definitely gonna get some plowing content too this winter, hopefully, with it. But yeah, also front diff is open, but most of the time it is pretty much auto locked. I'm not sure if it's a limited slip or what it is for a differential, but I do know that it likes to lock most of the time. So definitely with the always 4-wheel drive, it's definitely tiring to steer at different times, but most of the time you really don't notice it. I mean, for me, I'm younger, so it works perfectly fine for me. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Channel's been growing a lot recently, so yeah, thank you for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Comment down below what kind of videos you want to see with me do with this, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.